Hey everybody, Sick here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And once again, the great guys and girls over at Video Bonanza at the Quakertown Farmers Market sent me a message on Facebook letting me know that it was time to once again come in and get myself 5 free VHS tapes. But this time they threw in an added bonus letting me pick up 1 free Laserdisc. So I got a ton of great stuff today at the Quakertown Farmers Market, so let's take a look at everything I got. So since I was at the Quakertown Farmers Market today, I of course had to hit up their outdoor flea market. And unfortunately, there wasn't much going on there today because it was pretty cold outside, the wind was blowing, very chilly out. But there were a few vendors out there roughing it, and I did come across a couple titles I wanted to pick up. The first one was Donkey Kong Country, The Legend of the Crystal Coconut. Grabbed this for only $1, which was a great deal. This release here, this VHS release, is the only release the US has ever gotten of the animated series Donkey Kong Country. Definitely a shame we've never got anything. I know Europe and some other countries, they got themselves some DVD releases and some other VHS releases as well. Us, we've only gotten this one. So I definitely had to pick this up, and for $1, that was a great, great deal. Then for only $2, I picked up Breakfast of Champions on DVD. Simply grabbing this one to replace my VHS copy, but I have yet to watch my VHS copy, so now that I have it on DVD, definitely got to check it out. Then for another $2 I grabbed Freeway. This here's a movie that's been on my wish list for a while now, but for whatever reason, I do not come across this title all that often, and when I do, unfortunately, it's always scratched. So I definitely had to pick up this copy today when I found it because it is in great condition. So for $2, this was another amazing deal, and I can't wait to sit down and check this one out. And the last title I picked up today from the flea market was Rocket Power Volume 2. This here being a PVD for the Video Now player. Very happy to get this. Love adding PVDs to my collection. This was listed at $5, but I talked the guy down to $3, so another great deal. So that was it for what I picked up at the flea market, but of course, had to head inside to Video Bonanza to get my free titles. Love all the guys and girls there. They're all super nice, extremely friendly. It's a great, great store, and I would highly recommend if you're ever in the Quakertown, Pennsylvania area to head over to the Quakertown Farmers Market and stop in Video Bonanza. You'll absolutely love the place. And the first title I picked up was Girl Power, the unauthorized biography of the Spice Girls. Now, I do already own this one, have this very exact same release already in my collection. However, the reason why I had to grab this one is it's brand new, still factory sealed. And as you guys know, I'm a huge Spice Girl fan, love collecting Spice Girls cinematic media. So to get a copy of this, brand new, factory sealed, definitely had to pick it up. Then I grabbed 411 Video Magazine Skateboard Volume 51. Love picking these up. I used to skateboard back in the day, all through middle school and high school. I was always on my board. My friends and I would always be out skateboarding, and I loved watching videos back then, and I still love watching videos now. So I definitely had to pick this one up, and I can't wait to check it out. Next, I picked up The Louie Anderson Show. Love Louie, find him very, very funny. Love his stand-up, which is exactly what this is. So I can't wait to check this out. I do have another Louie Anderson video in my collection. Absolutely love that one. So this should be a fantastic watch as well. Then I picked up National Geographic, The Secret Life of Cats. It's Nat Geo. Like I've said a million times before, I absolutely love National Geographic documentaries, no matter what they're about, even domestic cats. I don't care. They're always great, great documentaries, and every time I come across one, I always pick it up. Then I saved the very best VHS tape for last, and that was Woodstock 94. This is going to be so much fun to watch, and definitely a nostalgic trip for me. I really started to get into music, especially kind of the grunge and sort of metal scene back in 94. So I remember Woodstock 94 very, very well. This was what everybody was talking about. MTV was constantly playing it. Back then I used to actually watch MTV because they actually used to cover music. I was glued to my TV set watching all the live coverage of this. I could not get enough of Woodstock 94. I remember when the CD came out, I think it was like a double disc CD. I went out immediately and bought it. Listened to that thing non-stop. I was just a huge, huge fan of Woodstock 94. Really wish I could have been there. And Woodstock 94 was something great, I think. I look back on this fondly. I read about it. I think it was a great thing. It sort of happened at a really good time in music. It was a nice time to do another Woodstock. I think it really worked. Unfortunately, as we all know, they tried to do more Woodstocks. Just basically just being money hungry and greedy. It wasn't the thing where they were... See, Woodstock 94 was really about the music. It was about getting a bunch of great bands together, putting on an amazing show. Whereas the Woodstocks that followed it, it was basically just, oh, we can make a really cool concert out of this and make a crap ton of money. And it was just a horrible idea. As we all know, they failed miserably, and rightfully so. But Woodstock 94 was great. There's so many great bands that are on this. I'll go through some of them. We have things like Blues Traveler, Live, Sheryl Crow, Collective Soul, Candlebox, By the Femmes, Cranberries, Blind Melon, Cypress Hill, Rollins Band, Melissa Etheridge, Primus, Nine Inch Nails, Salt and Pepper, Metallica, Aerosmith, Green Day, and I could just go on forever. But amazing, amazing bands on this. And just, this is going to be such a fantastic watch. Very happy to have this in my collection, and I am dying to check this one out. But that wasn't all I got today from Video Bonanza, because like I said, they also offered me up one free Laserdisc, and I picked up Educating Rita. Now you may be wondering why out of all the Laserdiscs they possibly had, I picked up a title like Educating Rita. The reason being is because I only own this one on CED, and unfortunately CED is not exactly the most reliable format, so I really wanted to pick up a copy of this title on a format I could actually rely on, like Laserdisc. And all the other titles they had, I either had already on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, so I would have just picked them up for collecting purposes, so I really wanted to grab something I actually knew I wanted to sit down and watch, so I definitely had to pick up Educating Rita. So that's it for what I bought today, so now into what I watched. The first title I checked out today was A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Definitely wanted to get this one in before the weekend was over, and I love it, of course. I watch this one usually every single year. It's brilliant. If you love the Peanuts, you're of course going to love this. Really puts you in the mood for Thanksgiving like most Peanut specials do. They always put you in that great mood for that holiday they're representing. They're just always fantastic and extremely well done. With the exception of some of the newer ones, they're not so hot, but definitely these classics are amazing, and I would obviously highly recommend checking it out. Once again, the Blu-ray transfer looks great. I said it back when I reviewed It's Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and I said that I was really surprised at how well this actually looked on Blu-ray, because a lot of times, just your standard animation might look okay, but it's nothing really to, warrant picking up on Blu-ray. But I do actually think these transfers are really, really good and look really sharp and really crisp on Blu-ray. So I would recommend, if you're a big fan of Peanuts, picking these up on Blu-ray. You won't regret it. But again, it's the Peanuts. I love it. I cannot recommend this one enough. If you do not have this in your collection, buy it. And the last title I watched today was A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Now, I went into this movie expecting something pretty good, because all my friends who went to the theaters and saw this one kept telling me how funny it was and how much I needed to see it. So for the past year now, I've been really looking forward to checking this one out. So of course tonight I had to sit down and watch it, and I enjoyed it, but I thought it was the weakest of the three movies, personally. Really enjoyed the first one, thought it was really good, very funny. The sequel, not as good, but still a strong follow-up. And now the third movie, still funny, still good, but definitely the weakest of all three. Which, maybe I set the bar a little too high, I don't know, but honestly, I was expecting more out of this. Thought it was going to be a lot funnier, but in the end, I just thought maybe they were trying too hard, maybe they've kind of run out of material at this point, just feels like they're recycling jokes. And I really hope they stop it here. Unless they have a really good script for a fourth movie, I kind of hope this is the end. Guess we'll have to wait and see. But nevertheless, it was enjoyable. It certainly was funny. I laughed quite a bit during this. It's a Christmas movie too, which for me, anytime you take a movie and throw Christmas in it, it always bumps up a few notches. So if you like Christmas movies, it's got that going for it. But really, if you like Harold and Kumar, if you like the first two movies, there's no reason not to check this out. You're going to laugh, you're going to enjoy it. It was a decent movie, but like I said, out of all three, by far the weakest. What I probably enjoyed most about this movie, though, was how self-aware it was. They were constantly making jokes about trilogies and how bad they are, making jokes about how cheesy and bad 3D is. And that was one of the things I loved most about this. Probably the hardest times I laughed during this movie was when they were being self-aware and making fun of themselves. Really did enjoy that part of the movie. I haven't seen this one in 3D. Obviously, I don't have the 3D version, but I can imagine it was great because 3D, especially nowadays, is used just wrong so often, but I love when it's used kind of in just a cheesy, goofy sort of way, which it was in here. There's constantly things being, thrown at the camera, which a lot of times they really say basically like, hey, this is 3D. Like they're being really cheesy about it, which I can assume made the 3D great, and I kind of wish I would have seen this movie in 3D. I might eventually have to pick it up in 3D just to check that out. So again, it was decent. I certainly would recommend it if you are a Harold and Kumar fan. Just don't be expecting something as, I would say, entertaining as the first two movies. Just expecting something, good, something to watch around the holidays to get your Harold and Kumar fix in. So again, definitely pick it up if you're a Harold and Kumar fan. It was decent enough. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Certainly excited about the titles I picked up from the flea market today, but even more excited about the titles I got for free from Video Bonanza. Once again, those guys over there are so great, and I would highly recommend, if you were ever in the Quakertown, Pennsylvania area, definitely head over to the Quakertown Farmers Market and check the store out. It is fantastic. You will absolutely love it. And also watching a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, it's great. It's Charlie Brown. It's a classic. If you haven't seen it, definitely pick it up. Definitely check it out. I guarantee you will absolutely love it. It is an amazing short. It's something everybody needs to watch during Thanksgiving. And also checking out A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. It was enjoyable. Like I said, I thought it was a funny movie. I thought it was enjoyable. I am a fan of the Harold Kumar movies, so I did like it. But in the end, it was the weakest of the three. But that's not to say it was bad. If you are a fan of Harold Kumar, it is definitely something I would recommend checking out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought and what I watch tomorrow. See ya. Love getting these, love adding PVDs to my collection. This is listed at $5. Fuck. Yes, maybe the weakest of the three, but it still wasn't. Oh. Fuck you, Nana. Hello?